Welcome to Utica TV Overtime. I'm Corey Lickman.
And I'm Corinne Bush. Before we get started, we would like to thank Spectrum for their fast internet service and for helping make Utica TV Overtime possible. To sign up for Spectrum internet or mobile service, please call 1-800-831-1547 or use the QR code shown. Tell them Utica TV sent you.
Now, let's get into the action.
Field hockey is coming off a tremendous showing against SUNY Morrisville, where they cruised into a 9-0 win on their infamous new black turf. Senior Alyssa Pisano and junior Mackenzie Mix recorded a hat trick each in the blowout win. On September 13th, the Golden Eagles of Brockport paid a visit to our Pioneers. Brockport opened the scoring with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. In the second quarter, the Golden Eagles made the jump to a 4-0 lead that would propel them all the way into the fourth quarter. With 11 minutes to go, Utica senior Alyssa Pisano poked one in to open the scoring for the Pioneers. But Brockport responded with 2 goals after to ultimately win the game 6-1 in non-conference play.
Last Wednesday, September 13th, the Utica Pioneers women's tennis team took on Russell Sage at home for a non-conference match. The Pioneers took one doubles match with Callie Ott and Lindsay Tiedemann, which earned the Pioneers an 8-3 victory. The Utica Pioneers did not stop there. They won 4 of the 6 possible singles games. Ellen Liga earned a 6-7, 6-3, and 5-2 win on retired. Lindsay Tiedemann won her singles bout 6-3 and 7-6, while Victoria Elefante won her match 6-3 and 6-1. Jackie Roberts also dominated with a 6-4, 6-4 victory. The Pioneers took home their first win of the season over Sage, winning 5-4.
The Utica men's soccer team hosted the Oneonta Red Dragons last Wednesday. The Pioneers would look to get back to their winning ways after dropping their last contest to SUNY Cortland. Oneonta was 4-0 heading into this game as Utica held a 2-2 record. The Pioneers would get the scoring started in the 36th minute. Ryan Ching found the back of the net as Bayan Magushu would set him up for the goal. That would be Ching's first goal of the season, making it 1-0 Pioneers heading into halftime. The 1-0 lead would last until the 75th minute. Oneonta's Derek Marquez would score, making it a 1-1 game last in this contest. 8 minutes later, Marquez would score again, pushing the score to 2-1 in favor of the Red Dragons. In the 88th minute, Owen Siegel would find twine for the Red Dragons as they went up 3-1 very late. The Red Dragons would tally 20 shots as the Pioneers would only have two shots during the match. Oneonta went on to score 3 unanswered goals late in this game, improving their record to 5-0 on the young season. The Pioneers would fall 2-3.
Women's volleyball faced off against the SUNY Poly Wildcats last Wednesday. Utica comes into this one 3-5, and SUNY Poly is still looking for their first win of the season. Before the beginning of the match, the teams also honored first responders by having a brief ceremony before the start of the game. The Pioneers started set 1A blaze and started with a quick 14-1 run. They continued to take care of business and they dominated the first set to win 25-6. The second set saw much of the same, where Utica maintained their excellence that they brought forth in the first set and went on to win again by a score of 25-6. The third set of the match is where we saw SUNY Poly take a lead midway through the set with the score being 14-13. However, the Pioneers did enough to contain the scoring from the Wildcats and controlled the rest of the set to win by a score of 25-18 and complete the sweep. Some of the main contributors for this match were sophomore Megan Brennan, who had a team-high 6 kills, graduate student Eleanor Seipel, who had 5 kills, 1 ace and a block, junior Peyton Maglacio, who had 5 kills and a block, and sophomore Lauren Jones, who found herself with a team-high 9 assists, 5 kills, and also 3 aces.
The Utica men's golf team took home a second-place finish in the Utica University Invitational against SUNY Poly and SUNY Canton. The Pioneers split into 2 teams, blue and orange. The blue team shot a .351 and the orange team scored a .368. Seniors Adam Woodmansey and Kimball Johnson led the team, shooting 85 each on the day. Men's golf will be back in action today in the SUNY Canton Kangaroo Invitational with a 1 p.m. tee time.
The Utica University women's soccer team etched their name in history this past Friday when they took on the Union College Garnet Chargers. Kayla Giovingo notched the first goal for the Pioneers Friday night, also recording her first ever collegiate goal. Giovingo's goal came by way of restart at the top of the box. Giovingo found a carrying ball land right at her foot for a wide open finish. Her second half goal tied the game before Utica's Kayla Mochek tallied her third goal on the season. Mochek's highlight reel goal was enough for the Pioneers to squeak away with the victory. Courtney Connolly would rack in a total of 3 saves in the Pioneers' win, also earning herself her 4th win on the season. The Pioneers took this one by a score of 2-1 over Union. This would mark the women's first time beating the Garnet Chargers in the program's history. With that win, the women's team jumps 2 games above 500 for a 4-2 record.
Utica men's soccer held their senior night Saturday afternoon against Elmira. The Pioneers dominated the first half of play, outshooting Elmira by 8. Despite Utica's efforts, they were unable to put one in the back of the net. In the second half, Elmira was able to build up momentum and outshoot the Pioneers by 5. Although both teams created chances throughout the game, the competition ended scoreless. Utica's goalkeeper Eduardo Paez started his second game of the season and registered his first clean sheet of his Utica career. The tie earned the Pioneers 1 point in the league. Utica men's soccer will face off against Hamilton on Wednesday, September 27th on Laura M. Casamento Field.
Women's field hockey took on St. Lawrence University Tuesday, September 19th. St. Lawrence struck first with 2 minutes left in the first half, while the Pioneers just couldn't poke one in off their 3 looks on goal in the first quarter. St. Lawrence's second goal came in the 56th minute. The Pioneers were outshot 11-4 and could not tally a goal off of their 10 corners, won through the course of the game. Despite the 2-0 loss, senior goalkeeper Hannah Young held a solid presence in the cage to limit the damage. Utica will host Houghton University at 5 p.m. on Saturday to open Empire 8 play for the young 2023 season.
This Wednesday, on September 20th, the Utica Pioneers women's tennis team takes on the Oswego State Lakers. The Pioneers are coming off of a 0-9 loss against Alfred. The Pioneers have a 1-2 record overall and 0-1 conference record. The Lakers are coming off of 3-6 loss against Plattsburgh State. The Lakers are 2-4 overall record and a 2-3 conference record. The Pioneers are looking for their first ever win against Oswego. Be sure to come support the women's tennis team on September 20th at 3:30 p.m. at the Utica University tennis courts.
The Utica women's soccer team will take on crosstown rival Hamilton today, September 20th, as they look to continue their win streak that they are currently on. The Pioneers are hoping to get a win against Hamilton, as Hamilton has gotten the best of them the last 12 times that they have met. The Pioneers will face off at 5 p.m. on Laura M. Casamento Field. Make sure to go out and support your Pioneer women's soccer team as they try and keep their 2-game win streak alive.
The Utica men's football team returns home this weekend on Saturday, September 23rd. The boys look to remain undefeated as they are set to face off against Curry College. The men's football team continues to build off of their season last year as they're off to a hot 3-0 start. The game will take place Saturday at 12 p.m. at Charles A. Gaetano Stadium. Be sure to come out and support the men's football team this weekend.
Saturday, September 23rd, the women's soccer team is set to take on the Alfred University Saxons in Empire 8 play at 4 p.m. on Laura M. Casamento Field. This is the Pioneers' first conference game of the season. The Pioneers are currently on an active 2-game win streak and are looking by Saturday night to extend that streak to 4 and start Empire 8 play 1-0.
Moving along, the Utica field hockey team is set to host Empire 8 rival Houghton University. This game will be played at Charles A. Gaetano Stadium on Saturday, September 23rd at 5 p.m. This will be the 12th ever contest between these two teams, and it is a favorable matchup for the Pioneers. The Pioneers hold an overall record of 9-2 against the Houghton Highlanders, as they are also 5-1 against them at their home stadium. Don't forget to support the field hockey team this Saturday evening as they look to continue to assert their dominance over an Empire 8 rival.
Finally, the Utica women's tennis team is set to square off against Empire 8 rival St. John Fisher University. The game is set to take place Sunday, September 24th at the Utica University tennis courts. This meeting will mark the 19th matchup between the Cardinals and Pioneers. The Cardinals are 18-0 all-time against the Pioneers, with the last matchup between the two squads favoring St. John Fisher by a score of 6-3. Be sure to come out and support the women's tennis team as they look to find that first win all-time against their fellow Empire 8 rival.
And that's all the Utica sports we have for you this week.
Be sure to follow us on social media at Utica TV on Instagram to see when Utica TV will be broadcasting your Utica athletics.
Thank you so much for watching, and always remember to fear the moose.